going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you all that I have probably one of the juiciest videos I could possibly think of, I have a really juicy video. You guys know what we say on this channel. I always tell you guys, people always believe that it can't get any worse when it comes to Activision. Like, oh, this seems like the worst of the worst. Oh, this is absolutely horrible. Nothing could top this. Trust me. Trust me. Activision can always top themselves no matter what. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and hop into this topic, if you do enjoy what you hear today and want to catch some more content revolving around Call of Duty, XDefiant, Battlefield, all of that good stuff, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification button. We are literally creeping so close to 44,000 subscribers. It is absolutely insane. So every last one of your support means the world to me. And last but not least, we will be streaming today, Saturday, over on Kick. So if you guys want to check that out, the link to that is down in the description of the video. We start around 12 to 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm not sure what we're going to go ahead and play. I think the beta for XDefiant is going to be closed up. I heard that they are trying to extend it, but that is not up to the developers. That's up to Ubisoft. So, maybe it's open, maybe it's not. I have no clue. But at the end of the day, I do have a ton of videos planned for XDefiant still, and things that I want to discuss, good and bad. But this topic is so insane that I couldn't possibly consider passing up on it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't heard already, Activision has decided to shut down the Warzone 1 servers. Now, I don't remember exactly what the article said. I don't know if it's like September or, it's going to be this year when Warzone 1 is going to be shut down. But it doesn't matter when it's going to get shut down. At the end of the day, it is getting shut down. And it just blows my mind that this could potentially even be considered a thing. Trust me, I get it. Warzone 1 is getting pretty old. Yeah, people still play it, but we have Warzone 2 now, and they're trying to move on. So I get that they want to shut down specific things. I understand that whole side of the story, but it's not morally correct. And God, I'm starting to sound like Pokemon out here. God, please, if I ever get to that point, I want you guys to slap me down. Please just slap me down. But seriously, it's just not morally correct to go ahead and do something like that if you are a big, company like Activision, because people have basically spent a fortune in your store for skins to play on that specific game. Doesn't matter if they don't want to come back right now. It doesn't matter if they don't want to come back in a year. It doesn't matter if they don't want to come back in 2 years. Whenever they want to come back, they want their content that they have within the game. And yes, they'll still have the content, but if the servers for the game mode that they purchased the content for is gone, the content can basically go along with it. You might own it, but it's no point because you're not going to be able to use it within Warzone 1. I'll be honest, if the skins were a bit cheaper, it might not have been that much of a problem. Even though, again, it will still be horrible because it's just ridiculous to think of a company shutting down servers for a game where you can purchase stuff inside that game as well. It's disgusting to me. But if you were charging for like Black Ops 2 skins like back in the day, $1, $2, $5 tops maybe, I don't think people will be as irritated here. But the fact that these skins cost a fortune in the game, they're not cheap whatsoever. Just why? Why would you ever make such a move without even allowing you to port those skins over to Modern Warfare 2? Why couldn't you even do that in the first place? You have all of this money, all of these developers, and you're telling me you can't port over skins that you already had in Modern Warfare 2019 over to Modern Warfare 2, yet they are making the same exact skins. If you guys don't remember this, I made videos about this in the past. A lot of people actually made videos about this in the past. They have made the same exact skins from Modern Warfare 2019, rebranded them in Modern Warfare 2, and resold them for upwards of $20+. They do that, but they won't just simply port over what everybody already purchased for $20+ from the previous game. But for me personally, it doesn't matter about the price. Just the fact that they're shutting down the servers is just simply horrible. It could be $1, $2, it could be 50 cents for the skin. I don't care. If you charge for something within the game, the servers should never be shut down. Unless it's like you're charging stuff for a single-player game. If you're in a single-player game and you're purchasing stuff inside the game, I don't even know which one I would actually do that for, honestly. but if you were, you could still play the game, right? But when you purchase skins specifically for multiplayer, and then you shut down the servers for that specific multiplayer, you're losing out on the money that you purchased in skins. It's just a horrible, horrible thing to do. And it's the main reason why me and a lot of other content creators have been telling people to stop purchasing skins in Call of Duty. There's absolutely no point because of things exactly like this. You can't trust them to be able to do the right thing for the consumer. I've seen multiple people post this on Twitter. I never thought of it before, but I saw a lot of people talking about it on Twitter, and it's true. What about Blackout? Blackout is still here. Blackout is still, maybe not alive, but it's still active. If you want to hop back in, you can hop in. You could use the skins you want on it. You could do all that stuff on Blackout, but in Warzone 2019, whatever, for Modern Warfare, you know, whatever, you guys understand. In Warzone, they're willing to do it there. I've also seen the arguments that it's free to play, so, you know, it's a little less of a hassle, I guess, compared to shutting down Blackout, which is a paid version of the game, but it doesn't matter. If you're paying for skins inside the game, the servers don't go. Or if anything, there should be alternatives to be able to still access the game, play the game, and use those skins if you really want to. But honestly, the fear of servers shutting down in the future shouldn't be the only reason why you don't want to buy skins from Call of Duty. I mean, two, the company is just absolute dog crap, and they treat us like just poop on the ground. That's what they treat us like, and they step on us. They don't pick us up and at least, you know, dispose of us decently. At least we can't even get that type of respect, even though, like I said, they're gonna throw us out. They have to step on us, mush us in, scrape us around, and then we just gotta sit there and die. That's our lifestyle. Why would you want to give these people any money? Especially when you have games like XDefiant, like you're watching right here, who has a just outstanding development team behind it, who communicate with us on just such a constant basis and always keep us in the loop and make us feel like we're wanted. And Ubisoft completely open to basically allowing these developers to do exactly what they need to do to make sure this game turns out good. You know, where's that type of freedom for the COD devs? Maybe they have that freedom. I don't know. Maybe they I don't know. Either they have egos across the board or they don't have egos across the board, and Activision controls the whole picture here. At the end of the day, why would you pay them for this crap when you can literally go over to a free-to-play game that has better everything and get something in their store when it goes ahead and launches? You know? Think about it. Seriously. People are purchasing skins in a game that only lasts for 1 year. And yes, the servers will stay on. It's not like Warzone, 1, where the servers are going to just randomly getting shut down, You can still play Black Ops 4, you can still play World War II, you can still play all these other games. So if you purchase skins in those games, Black Ops 3, even though it's not safe whatsoever, don't suggest hopping on any of those OG games because you'll get hacked to death. But at the end of the day, you can still hop on them and see the skins that you have. You could do all of that stuff. But Call of Duty isn't a game that gives you enough time to really enjoy that because they're always moving. They're always rotating. They're always pushing out another title, milking the cow, getting every last bit of money out of this franchise every chance they get. It's not like Battlefield where you get a game for maybe like 3-4 years sometimes. It's not like Overwatch where the game has been out for ages, or CSGO where it's been out for ages, and then when you get, CSGO 2, you're going to transfer all your stuff over so you get it anyways when you switch. It's not like any of these games. It's a game that literally forces out a release yearly. So basically, in my eyes, when you get a skin, you have to basically factor in the fact that you're only going to be using that skin for 1 year. Potentially, you might hop back on that game, but realistically, how many of us really do on a consistent basis? It's just simply not worth your time. If COD maybe was a 2 to 3 year Call of Duty cycle, maybe I could see it more worth it because you're going to be playing that game for a couple of years. You're not just going to be leaving it for the next title, in like 5 months. Because let's be real, COD is one of those games. Everybody's talking about XDefiant. I might make a video about this, but everybody's talking about XDefiant saying, it's Ubisoft. It's going to die instantly. You know what I'm saying? I give it, a month, 2 months, 3 months. How long does COD last? COD literally comes out every single year, and it lasts through the holidays. And once the new year starts, it's done. 2-3 months tops, and it's done. Literally every single year. It's a hype cycle. People feel almost, I guess, forced to buy COD because nobody actually sticks along for the full year. It's mostly us, the quote-unquote hardcore community. Even though our voices aren't the largest, voices out there, that's usually who sticks around for the whole year to see with the content and, keep playing the game. But usually people are out. They're gone. They don't care anymore. If the game lasted longer, I could see myself coughing up some money on it if the game was good. But even if they make the best Call of Duty game in the world, I still just can't see the worth of, coughing up $20 to $30. I can't simply see it anymore. I really can't. And when I do buy a skin, it's because I know I'm only going to have it for a year. So I don't splurge. But there's some people who will get 10, 20 plus skins, man. They have everything in the world just for the game to be irrelevant a year down the road. Not even, like I said, 3-4 months down the road. Guys, just don't even bother with this, freaking ridiculous publisher anymore. Please. I understand, like I said earlier, the servers aren't shut down for multiplayer games. But if they're willing to do this for Warzone 1, even though it was still doing its thing, then I don't know what else they're going to shut down at this point. I really truthfully don't. I have zero faith. Again, once they do something of this sort, it doesn't matter if they apologize. It doesn't matter if they take it back. It doesn't matter if they change their mind. They already proved to us that this is what they want to do. Even if they get the most backlash in the whole universe, and like I said, they backpedal, this was their intention. Okay? They wanted to do this the whole time. It doesn't matter what happens next. This is how they act. Do you really want to give these people your money? Please, just think about it. Sit on it. And, really debate how much these freaking $30 bundles are truthfully worth, and your real hard-earned money. Because if this can happen in Warzone 1, what makes you think it will not happen in Warzone 2? Or whatever they have planned for the future. They refused to port everything over. It was a thing. When everybody figured out that Warzone 2 was going to be, something, it was actual reality, everybody was curious if the skins were going to port over, and we were told they will not. So if they are willing to do that, what makes, all the skins that you're getting right now with Modern Warfare 2, and then the next game that comes after this one, and the next one after that one, what happens when, you're going ahead and you're balling out, you're buying all these skins, getting all these bundles, you're buying Black Cell for Warzone 2, what happens when they go ahead and shut down the servers? Huh? What happens to the hundreds and hundreds of dollars that you have dumped into this game? People are basically buying the Ultimate Edition 5 times over, What happens then, I guess some people are a little bit more comfortable with losing that type of money at larger sums, but so be it. At the end of the day, I don't think it's right. I really don't think it's right. It's scummy to me, and I don't think the community should support this crap from this publisher. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like button. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, this is where you do so, over Twitter and Discord, both linked down in the description. And also want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch, link that's in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.